We are under the lights as the show gets you ready for another edition of Major League Baseball. Tonight, an intriguing matchup between the New York Mets and the New York Yankees. It's Yankees baseball, and it comes your way next. Garrett Cole is ready to go as he'll be on the mound for the Yanks. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Matt, I'm a big fan of Garrett Cole. Big, strong guy. Former first-round draft pick out of UCLA. 96 to 98 miles an hour with sink. Hard slider. His changeup has gotten better the longer he's pitched. He has a chance to be a no-hit type of pitcher every time he takes the mound.
So here's Brandon Nimmo. He'll get us started in this one under the lights. And this pitch is taken on the inner half for strike one.
First pitch, 7 o'clock.
1-1 to the Mets leadoff hitter. And he comes back with a fastball. 1-2 now. Very mild temperatures as we begin tonight. 58 degrees here at first pitch. And he fouls this one off. Here is a ground ball now for the shortstop to the right of second. And there's one gone to begin the evening.
Batting second, the right fielder, number 30, Michael Conforto.
Into the box now, Michael Conforto. His career line against Garrett Cole. He's a .333 hitter. He also has one home run. And a ball 1-0.
Hey, there's not a lot you can do with a slider breaking down and in unless you catch it way out front. I like the idea of taking it and making the pitcher bring you something a little more hittable.
That's wide, 2-0. And there is our officiating crew in this one, calling balls and strikes, Mr. Freddie Ferguson.
Hey, D-Row, you better be ready to swing, particularly at that low pitch. Freddie Ferguson, low ball umpire.
Yeah, it makes it tough on the offense. I was a guy who liked the low ball, but that usually means those guys are susceptible to that slider in the dirt. You have to see the ball up, and this guy doesn't give you a chance.
Now the 2-1 pitch. Will not catch the zone, ball 3.
This is where you cash your checks right here. 3-1. You're one of the best hitters in the game. You live for situations like this.
Hitters count all the way. Here it comes. Full count now, 3-2. Bases are empty, one man out. Yanked high and deep down the line in right. And it's a foul ball. Once again, a 3-2. And he finally wins the battle as this is swung on and missed for the second out.
One thing to know is not all strikeouts are created equal. Right there, he goes down on strikes, but he really made that guy on the mound work for it. And when you're doing that in the first inning, it can have an effect on how deep he's going to be able to go into this start. There's a big difference between that and going down on 3 or 4 pitches.
J.D. Davis the next to bat, as the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike 1.
Well, even though these two teams are in different leagues, they do play each other every year because of the crosstown rivalry, and it's always pretty fun.
Yeah, for the players, Matt, they love it. Not only is there more on the line than usual, like bragging rights, but they're not having to stay at hotels and all that. It's just like a normal home game where they're driving to a different ballpark.
And he'll fall behind now to 1-2. Cole or the Coal Train, as he's frequently called. He was a first-round pick back in 2011.
Yeah, Matty, they certainly got it right when they drafted this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar. Everybody knows this guy's name.
And we'll have to leave it there, as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. Down in order go the Mets. Mets 0. The Yankees coming up. It's crosstown action on Major League Baseball, The Show. Jacob deGrom, a right-hander from Florida, gets the ball as the starter here. Dan, any thoughts?
This will be interesting. This guy won the NL Cy Young Award last year. He's a solid pitcher, Matt. And one of the things he does, he throws the ball into the strike zone, and he's not afraid of contact. Solid pitcher.
Now at the plate, DJ LeMahieu. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
For the Yankees, the second baseman, DJ.
Here it comes.
LeMahieu.
Ball, that's up there. Nope, that's the ball. 2 balls, no strike.
Two and one. A swing and a miss there. 2 and 2.
Everything this guy throws is hard. That changeup he throws is in the high 80s to go along with that good heater.
And he gets him to pop it up on the right side of the infield. And there's the first out.
Batting center, the right fielder, Aaron Judge.
So one away here with the bases empty. And that'll bring up the former American League Rookie of the Year, Big Aaron Judge. Now here's the pitch. Took a little off, and it's in for a called strike 1. This is line to left. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
Hey, there's a bullet off the wall. The outfielder does a really good job of getting that one in quickly, but I think they had a play there at second base.
Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on there, Dan. I got to believe you're busting it out of the box thinking 2 until somebody tells you no. I know it would have been a close play, but I think you got to err on the aggressive side right there.
Aaron Hicks comes on with one away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. Man at first for him following the one-out single. Good movement there, and he's not even close. 1-1. Judge, a runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and it's 1-2.
Hey, I know it's early and we're in the first right here, but he's going to have to work that heater to both sides of the plate. He cannot get away with missing over the heart of the plate all night.
Here now the 2-2. Locks him up for strike 3.
Big curveball for the strikeout there, and that came after an absolute missile of a fastball. Even if you recognize the breaking ball out of the pitcher's hand, it's so hard for hitters to sit back long enough after they've seen a really good fastball. Only the best can keep their hands back on those.
Giancarlo Stanton now, as he'll come up empty there as he misses the off-speed pitch for strike 1. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. He's set. Here's the 0-1. Behind 0-2 now. Now a throw over to first, and he's back in standing. This is in the air out to right field. Conforto will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. One left for the Yankees. Still no score. All set for the start of the inning, and that'll bring up the outfielder, Yoenis Cespedes. He's ready. Here's the first offering. This is line to left, and that'll go as the Mets' first hit of the ball game. So with that, the Mets have a runner aboard to get the inning underway.
That is it. The second baseman, Robinson Cano.
At the plate, Robinson Cano. Cano waits on the first pitch.
Oh, that's out.
And this is popped up. Back behind second. Torres has it, and there's one away.
That is it. The first baseman, Pete.
So a runner at first with one man gone, and up steps the power bat of Pete Alonso. From the stretch.
Inside. Ball 1.
Pretty good pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate. One of the things you want to do as a pitcher, try to stand those hitters up.
Here it comes, 1-0. And this winds up inside for a ball, 2-0 now.
He's going to have a talk with the umpire after this half inning, because if he's not going to get those calls, he's got to come a little bit more over the heart of the plate, and that usually means damage done.
Hitters count. Here's the 2-0 pitch. And that's over, 2-1. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now. The 2-2 is swung on and missed. He got him on strikes.
You know what was really impressive to me about that strikeout? He fell behind 2-0 to start the at-bat. That's a pretty bad place to be, but then he kind of refocused himself and came right back with 3 quality pitches in a row to sit him down. That's not easy to do, but now his focus has to hone in on getting ahead on the next guy.
Into the box now, Dominic Smith. 1 ball, no strikes to count. No score here as we play inning number 2. Two balls and no strikes to the Mets DH.
Now this is the kind of count this guy feeds on at the plate. You can bet he's geared to hit the fastball right here.
The 2-0 on the way. 3-0 now. From the belt, the pitch. Let it rip that time, 3-0, but the fastball's by him, 3-1.
Hey, boys, you talking about getting your ace swing off right here? That's what it looks like. A guy with massive power letting it eat.
Hit hard on the ground towards second. LeMahieu's got it. Quick throw to Torres to retire the side. So no runs on a hit here, no errors, 1 man left on. We'll go to the bottom half of inning number 2, and we are tied 0-0. Last half of the second set to go, and next will be the imposing power bat, Luke Voigt. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Hit in the air down the right field line. Right fielder giving chase, and no one will track it down. swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
That's just too much velocity upstairs to get good wood on it. It's going to have to lower his sights.
And it's fouled away. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning.
Pretty textbook pitching right there. Jump ahead in the count 0-2 and then start working outside the zone. Easier said than done, but that's the way you do it.
That'll bring in Giovanni Urshela. Fouled off. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1.
Hey.
And a big rip at the curveball, but he didn't get it, and he becomes the second casualty of the inning.
Pretty textbook breaking ball for the punch out right there. Got it to bend a lot, and by the time it got there, it had fallen completely out of the zone. Not much you can do with that pitch.
At the plate, Clint Frazier. As he'll watch a slider that stays inside for ball one. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. The 1-0 home. High and deep down the left field line, and this will wind up a foul ball. The 1-1 takes a pass and misses. That's strike two.
Yeah, Matty, you see the same pitch 3 times in a row and you find yourself down 1-2 in the count. Your head starts to get on a swivel here. Is he coming back with it 4 times, or do I have to sit on something else?
The 2-2 gets him swinging. He struck him out. Some of our nation's young minds and future leaders here in attendance. Yikes. 2 complete. Still scoreless here on the show. Next up for New York, Andres Jimenez.
The shortstop, Andres Jimenez.
First pitch coming. Here it is. And that misses, ball one. Off-speed pitch, and this one runs in and nearly gets him here.
You know, sometimes it takes a pitcher a few pitches to get going, but those 2 pitches weren't even close. Falls behind in the count 2-0. It's time to start getting locked in.
Outside, 3-0 now.
Just a little bit off to start the third now. That's 3 straight balls.
Now the 3-0 offering is taken, strike one.
Count is 3-1.
Fouled away. Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. And he lays off there, ball 4. So the leadoff man is on here to begin inning number 3.
Well, when you go with a slider there in a full count, you're hoping that the hitter is thinking fastball and swings through it. Didn't work out that way, though. He lays off and gets the free pass.
Now batting, Wilson Ramos. He'll get to take his first cuts here. From the stretch. First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike. throw over to the bag. A dive, but he's back. Here's the 0-1 pitch. That misses. 1 ball and 1 strike here to the Mets backstop. The 1-1 home is laid off for ball 2.
Boy, not exactly what you'd like as a pitcher. One of the keys is to minimize your pitches, attack the strike zone early, a lot of deep counts, and working himself into a lot of trouble.
Over to first, Cole, and a dive, but he's back in. Ready to deal. Here's the 2-1. Maybe a little jumpy there as he swings through the fastball. Runners going. Pitch outside. The throw. He's in there easily as the throw bounces on the way down.
Well, they threw over there multiple times thinking he was going to try to swipe that bag, so they were onto him, but he just waited it out and took off when he had the chance. Nice job of base running there.
3-2 pitch, and he fouls this one off. Good battle here. This will be the 7th pitch coming up. Now a swing and a miss as he picks up another one. Make it 4 strikeouts already, and there's your first out.
Boy, there's nothing better from a pitcher standpoint than watching that high fastball, a high piece of cheese, swung at and missed. That pitch looks so inviting to hit, but it's awfully tough to put in play.
And here's the former first-round draft choice, Brandon Nimmo. 1 ball, no strikes the count. Two balls and no strikes to the Mets center fielder.
2 balls.
3rd inning, no score to this point. And it's fouled away. Line drive to left, but pretty much right at the left fielder as he takes it in for the 2nd out.
The right fielder, number 30, Michael Conforto.
Ready for another chance? Michael Conforto. He was a strikeout victim in his first try.
Sometimes you just got to tip your cap to the guy on the mound. He's getting paid to try and get you out as well. Anytime it gets up there north of 7, 8 pitch ABs, sometimes it just comes down to pure execution. Let's see if he makes the adjustment right here.
The 0-1 offering.
Nope, outside. That's ball 2. Count is 2-1.
Swing and a liner right at the 3rd baseman, and that'll end the inning. Mets strand 1. Home half of the 3rd coming up. No score. And that'll bring up Gleyber Torres. He starts off the inning against a guy who struck out the side last inning. How did they get to him here?
I'm not sure, Matt, that they want to stay as patient. He's been throwing a lot of strikes. They might want to start swinging a little bit earlier in the count.
First delivery to him on the way. Well above the letters with the fastball that time. The 1-0 is swung on and missed. Strike one.
This lineup is flailing right now. They're having a hard time just making contact, let alone putting the ball in play.
Yankee shortstop behind in the count, 1-2. And this is swung on and missed. 5 quick strikeouts now, and that's your first out of the inning.
Boy, he's really on a roll in the hill right now. As we roll through it again, remember, he struck out the side in the last inning, and now he picks up right where he left off by striking off the leadoff man here. Let's see if he can keep this going for a little bit.
Digging in now, Gary Sanchez. He's ready. Here's the first offering.
Nope. Outside.
Bottom of inning number 3, 0-0 our score. A swing by Sanchez, and this one soaring out into left field. And goodbye. This one ain't coming back. It's a solo shot here for Gary Sanchez as the Yankees will grab a 1-0 lead.
Hey, that's the price you pay right there when you try and sneak a fastball past this guy. Power hitter, and every power hitter in the league knows you got to start with the numero uno, number 1, man. You got to get on the heater and adjust to everything else, and he did just that.
And that sends DJ LeMahieu into the box. As the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. The 1-0 home is looked at for the first strike. Two balls and a strike now to the Yankees leadoff man.
Looks like that bomb earlier in the inning kind of put this pitcher on the defensive, not being very aggressive right now.
And it misses. 3-1 now.
To be honest with you, I'm a little bit more afraid of the guy on deck than the guy that's up right now. If I'm on the mound, I want this guy up right now. He's the guy that's got to beat me.
And might have thought it was high, but it's a strike. 3-2 now. Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. Hit to first. Fielded cleanly. In time to first, and there are 2 away.
The right fielder, number 99, Aaron Judge.
Here's big Aaron Judge. Here's the pitch.
Ball, that's upstairs.
Hey, if you're going to throw a pitch like that to this guy, that's right where you want to miss. Any lower, and he'll probably make you pay for it.
A ball and a strike. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And he lays off this one down and in for ball 2. Three and 1.
Well, it's a pretty well-known fact that your batting average goes up as you get into more favorable hitters counts, and that's especially true when we're talking about this kind of hitter. Not a great spot to be in if you're the pitcher.
And he loses him on a breaking ball.
And don't forget, he gave up a long ball earlier in this inning, so you can understand why he wasn't too aggressive with him there. When he got him to 3-1, he wasn't too anxious to challenge him.
So striding forward now, Aaron Hicks. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, always frustrating to go down looking. Everybody does it, though. You'll have a few ABs where you get completely fooled. Look for him to be on the attack early in the at-bat.
A bouncer up the middle. And the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, and ripped the base hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball's going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
And digging into the batter's box next will be Giancarlo Stanton. 1-0 the count. Two balls and no strikes, the count to Stanton.
Great chance right here as a hitter to be really aggressive. With two guys already on, pretty good shot. He's going to get a challenge pitch right here.
Two men are on with two men out. Two balls and a strike.
Nasty 2-0 slider right there for a strike. No shame in tipping your hat.
Back up the middle. And that'll get by into center field for a base hit. And the run's going to come in to score from second as they grab a 2-0 lead now. And now time is called here as their pitching coach is going to pay a quick visit to the mound to discuss how they want to attack things here. To the plate now, Luke Voigt, as he'll take a look at ball one. 0 for 1 here in the early going. That's inside. 2-0.
Got to find a way to execute either a good fastball down and away or flip something off speed for a strike. You cannot miss over the heart of the plate in these situations. The hitter is on high alert.
Too tight with that one. 3-0.
Not a good spot to be in right now. A pitcher's falling behind in the count with a guy up that hits really well with runners in scoring position.
And they won't let him walk that easily as that somehow ruled a strike. 3-1 now. It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. And nearly a 3-run shot. Instead, it's a foul ball. He loses him on ball 4.
What's the saying? When you find yourself in a hole, the first thing you should do is stop digging. Well, the guy on the bump obviously hasn't heard that one.
Now at the plate, Gio Urshela looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat.
Yeah, and he didn't put up much of a fight either, Matty. Got to find a way. Can't go down 3 pitches. I don't care if you're staring at him or swinging at him. You have to find a way to make this pitcher work a little bit harder.
He's already walked 2 in this inning already. This guy just can't seem to find the strike zone.
That evens it up 1-1. One and one, the pitch. Fouled off. Bases are loaded here, 2 down. Hit the other way out toward right field. Conforto is there now as he makes the catch, and they're able to avoid the huge inning here as the side is retired. So they wind up with 2 in the inning, but it could have been a lot worse as they leave the bases loaded. 3 innings complete. It's the Yankees 2 and the Mets nothing. Leading off the inning, J.D. Davis, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Frazier will wait on it. 1 pitch, 1 away.
Now batting, left fielder, Yoenis Cespedes.
Striding in, Yoenis Cespedes, a base hit in his first trip.
Yeah, guys, still the only hit in this game so far. They've been pretty well shut down. Guys on the mound have really much controlled the whole outcome up until this point.
And this is off the corner and low, ball 1.
Pitcher wants to have a quick inning right here, capitalize on the momentum his batters have.
No runs, just 1 hit, and no errors on the Mets line score so far. Swing and a miss for strike 1.
1-1.
With the way this guy's throwing on the mound, you cannot be chasing. You have to set your sights a little bit lower and control the strike zone.
Turned on that one and crushed it, just pulled it a little foul.
Man, the batter's eyes lit up right there. A hanger just a little bit out in front, couldn't keep it fair.
Inside and a hair low. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes. And he lays off a pitch off the plate and high. 3-2. Waiting on deck here is Robinson Cano. Now the 3-2 pitch. Hit weakly back to the mound. And there's out number 2.
The batter, number 24, second baseman, Robinson Cano.
Here comes the second baseman, Robinson Cano. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch.
Hey, a 2-out walk right here would be the tying run to the plate. Even though it's early on, you've got a guy on deck that has a lot of pop.
The 1-0. Misses, ball 2. Cano is a guy that thrives in these opposite-handed matchups. He's often considered one of the absolute best hitters in the game against right-handed pitching.
Yeah, because he's thinking big part of the field. He's not a dead pull guy. This is a guy that likes to use gap to gap. And when that's happening, you stay on anything fading away from you.
No runs, just 1 hit, and no errors on the Mets line score so far. And, they won't let him walk that easily, as that's somehow ruled a strike. 3-1 now. Here's the pitch. Fouled away. Neither guy giving in. Here's the next one. And he fouls this one off. Another full count pitch home. A bouncer to the left side. And Cano, don't you know, is going to reach. It's a base hit. So he wins the full count battle and finds a way to extend the inning.
Hey, sometimes you get lucky right there. It looked like a 3-2 pitch out of the zone could have got on base via the walk, but he wanted a knock instead.
Up next, the power bat of Pete Alonso.
He gets a shot to hit here in the inning following the 2-out single.
Yeah, and that hit might not amount to much, but anytime you can extend an inning and give a guy with plenty of pop a chance to swing it, the outlook of an inning changes dramatically.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Not close with that one. It's way above the strike zone. A ball and a strike.
Ball, 1 strike.
Just a bit high with the fastball, but didn't get the call.
2 balls, 1 strike. The count.
Hit hard on the ground to second. Gloved by LeMahieu. And an underhanded throw is in time for out number 3. Mets leave 1. They trail it here 2-0. Welcome back to the Bronx as we check in with Heidi.
Thanks, Matt. I talked with Yankees manager Aaron Boone during the break about the team's offensive performance so far. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. It's still pretty early in the game, but they've seen a lot of pitches already. And he thinks the 2 runs they've pushed across so far is just the beginning, given the quality of the at-bats they're putting together.
All right, Heidi, thank you. Ready to go in the bottom of the 4th. And next to bat will be the outfielder, Clint Frazier.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
He's ready. Here's the first offering.
Quite an interesting outing up to this point as we head into the middle innings. He's pitching quite well, but you look at his first pitch strike percentage, less than 40%. That's going to be something he's going to need to clean up moving forward.
The 1-1. Runs a bit inside for a ball.
This right-handed pitcher, his bread and butter is that 2-seamer, and he loves to throw it inside.
Now the 2-1 pitch. And this pitch is hit foul off to the left and out of play, so the count goes to 2-2 now. Won't commit on the slider. Good patience, and it's full 3-2. Gleyber Torres, the number 8 hitter here, waits on deck. Looking to punch him out again. The pitch. And that misses for ball 4. It's a leadoff walk that starts the bottom of the 4th.
Well, the reason power hitters generally draw more walks than other guys is exactly what we saw right there. Pitchers work around them and nibble the corners a lot more so they don't get burned. He made some good pitches, but he just couldn't get him to chase enough out of the zone.
So striding in, Gleyber Torres. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. From the stretch. Fastball off the plate away for ball 1. The 1-0 home is offered at and missed for the first strike. A runner at first with no outs here. A ball and 2 strikes now.
Look at the radar gun on that slider. Off-speed pitch, 91 miles an hour. That's just pure filth.
The 1-2.
Ball. 2-2. Count is 3-2.
Well, I think this is the kind of approach they need against such a prolific starter. You can't count on putting up a lot of runs, so getting him out of the game has to be the priority. Working at bats, full counts, running up the pitch count is a great way of doing that.
On to first, and they get them both.
Nice job on the mound to bounce back from the leadoff walk. Those are usually pretty costly, but that won't be the case this time after the 2-ball.
So base is empty now after the double play. And stepping in, the long ball threat, Gary Sanchez.
And that last at-bat when he went deep, he turned around a pretty good fastball. So I'm kind of thinking this guy's a good fastball hitter. So I might want to move that ball up and down and in and out and try not to throw it right down the middle of the plate.
The 1-0 is laid off, but in there for strike one. And this one runs a little too far in, ball 2. To 2-2 now.
2-2.
Good eye to lay off the slider there, and he works it to full 3-2 here.
Well, he really needs to make this guy swing the bat right here. He's not the type of hitter you want to dance around with.
And an off-speed pitch swung on and missed, and with that, the side is retired. Down in order go the Yankees, but they hold a 2-0 lead. Welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the 5th.
Matt, during the break, I caught up with the Mets manager to discuss his thoughts on his club's offense so far, and flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. No, they have not scored yet, but they have been successful in running up the pitch count, something they feel will eventually pay dividends on the scoreboard as the starter gets tired and they are forced to go to the bullpen. For now, they're sticking to the plan.
All right, Heidi, thank you.
Leading off for the Mets.
Stepping in, Dominic Smith. He'll start off the 5th in this one.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind and win this one in the 8th or 9th inning.
1 ball, no strikes to count. The windup and a 1-0 pitch. Down the first baseline, but a foul ball, 1-1. Pitch on the way. Looked like he tried to pull it there, but he swings right through the fastball. Hit down the third baseline. Looked like the fastball got away from him there. It's ball 2. The 2-2. That's popped up. Urshela in foul ground, and no one will track it down. And that's low, so a good eye there as he works the count back full.
Hey, throwing the ball great up until this point. Don't want to allow a leadoff walk. Needs to just focus in on his mechanics right here.
And a good eye here as he takes ball 4, and it's a base on balls to lead off the 5th inning.
Well, they haven't been able to scratch a run across yet, so maybe this walk will jumpstart their offense a little bit.
Andre.
Digging in, Andres Jimenez. He drew a walk his first time up. Becomes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. In there at the knees, strike one. Nobody out, runner on first. And there's a fastball well off the plate inside. And it's fouled away. Hit in the air to center field. Hicks is under it. One out.
The catcher, number 40, Wilson Ramos.
So a runner at first with one out now. And next is the catcher, Wilson Ramos. Has a look, now the pitch. The 0-1 on its way is put in play to the right side of the infield. Oh, and he has some trouble with it.
The center fielder, number 9, Brandon Nimmo.
Stepping in now, Brandon Nimmo. As the first pitch here's a bit high, it's ball one. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. A ball and a strike.
When the pitcher on the mound's establishing this kind of heater, you got to come off everything else and find a way to get that bat head in the zone.
Here it comes on 1-1. Fouled off. Breaking pitch, and this bounces in front of the catcher. Runners are at first and second with one away. Scorched to third. Reined in. LeMahieu for one. On to Voit, an inning-ending double play. Around the horn they go. 5-4-3 to end the threat. The three of us are back with more following this. Bottom of the inning now, and that'll bring in the second baseman, DJ LeMahieu.
The second baseman, DJ LeMahieu.
First pitch on its way. And he takes a pitch that's ruled a strike at the knees. Pretty liberal strike zone there. It's 0-1. Outside for a ball, 1-1. Sent in the air out to straightaway central.
Waiting on it is Nimmo.
Makes the play, one away.
The right fielder, number 99, Aaron.
So the bases are empty with one man gone, and that'll bring up the big bat of Aaron Judge. First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
Hey!
windup and the 0-1. And here's a swing and a miss as he falls behind 0-2. And it's a ball and 2 strikes now to Aaron Judge.
Love the high heater right there to raise the hitter's sights. Let's see if he buries something in the dirt right here.
1 out, nobody on. And the slider gets him swinging. 2 gone.
Really good late bite on that slider right there. The best ones have that late action that just darts at the last minute. They're so tough to get the bat on, and when you've got that good slider going, it's a great strikeout pitch.
Standing in now, Aaron Hicks. He'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. A hit and 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. Set to deliver the 0-1.
Hey, this guy's got to be pretty proud of what he's done so far. It's never easy to pitch on the road, but to have this kind of outing in a ballpark that is notoriously known as being hitter friendly, it's been a treat to watch.
2 out, nobody on. And a good 2-strike pitch, but he misses high. 1-2.
Pretty standard fastball right there. 0-2. Now he's changed the eye level of the batter so he can start working something in like an off-speed curveball down in the zone.
Conforto will reach out with one hand to make the catch on the move, and that ends the inning. Fair to say, oh my goodness, these folks are not headed for a career on Broadway. Don't touch that dial, or the remote for that matter. More on the show right after this. Top half of the 6th about to get started, and digging in is the outfielder, Michael Conforto. First pitch of the at-bat. Starts him out with a slider for a strike.
0-1's the count.
Behind 0-2 now. Trying to send him packing for the second time. Well below the knees, laid off on the changeup there.
Great arm action on that 2-strike changeup right there, but even better job at the plate to take that one.
Lofted in the air out toward right center. LeMahieu onto the grass. He can't get to it. This one's down.
Now batting, third baseman, J.D.
So a runner at first now with nobody out. And into bat next will be J.D. Davis. From the stretch. First pitch fastball swung on and missed. 0-1.
Hey, this is a perfect opportunity for them to get on the board right now. Leadoff man has done his job. Now the middle of the order gets their shot at the plate.
The 0-1 delivery.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Hey, this is a real pesky hitter right here. As a pitcher, you really like to keep this guy off the bases. This is a guy that kind of sets the tables for big innings.
1-1.
That was a nasty sweeping slider right there. If he was able to just catch the back door a little bit, he would have picked up that backwards K.
And a full count as that misses. It's 3-2 now. And through just 5 innings, he's coming up on 100 pitches now.
Yeah, Matty, I think one of the things you want to do is try to drive that pitch count up. And D-Row, if you're the offense right now, you're sitting in a pretty good spot.
Yeah, usually the starting pitcher doesn't get to see the lineup 3 times through. I wouldn't be shocked if there's a move made to the bullpen here.
And that misses for ball 4. And it's 1st and 2nd now with nobody out.
Well, they've struggled offensively in this one so far, but after that walk, they've got runners at first and second and look ready to make a little noise. Just need a big hit now.
So it's first and second now. Nobody out. And up next, the big RBI-minded bat of Yoenis Cespedes. He's set and the pitch. A ball and no strikes.
Well, they've yet to hang a number on the scoreboard, but it looks like they've got a great opportunity from the breakthrough. Going to be pretty demoralizing if they can't.
May have gotten a piece of that one, but no matter, it's 1-1.
There's a pitch we haven't seen in a while. It's going to be tough on the hitters if they have to incorporate that into their mindset.
Hit on the ground down the first baseline.
Hey, last two pitches back-to-back off speed, then he's late on the fastball. He could pretty much do anything he wants right here on the mound.
And they really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out.
Oh, I love watching a pitcher that can run a good hard fastball in on a guy's hands and completely lock him up. That's such a tough pitch to do anything with. If you can locate your fastball there consistently, you're going to have a lot of success as a pitcher.
Here's Robbie Cano now as the first pitch misses high and inside for ball one. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. The 1-0 is a fastball in off the plate for a ball.
Wow, that's what a veteran hitter will do, right? Takes two really good pitches, both just missing the strike zone, and puts himself into a good 2-0 hitter's count.
From the belt, kicks and deals.
3 balls, no strikes.
Very impressive outing so far. His command has been spot on. Even when he misses his spot, it isn't out over the heart of the plate. He's throwing quality pitches.
Hits are now even at 4 apiece. And he misses with that one. Ball 4, and that's going to load the bases now with still only 1 away.
It was obvious when the count ran to 2-0 that they were not going to give this guy anything to hit. Sometimes you have to pick your battles, and they're going to try their luck with the next hitter.
So here's Pete Alonso, and after that quick walk, is it fair to wonder if this starter is beginning to show signs of getting tired?
Yeah, that could be the case, Matty. Sometimes you just lose your focus, lose your command, but it'll be real important for him to get it back as this next hitter walks up to the plate.
From the stretch, here's the pitch.
This is a situation where you have to step out of the box and tell yourself, my job is to get the runner in from third. It'd be nice to gap one and get them both in, but you want to take a little pressure off you offensively and just focus on being productive.
A ball and a strike to the Mets first baseman. One pitch is a knuckle curve. He's in the hole now, 1-2.
Good thing he didn't make contact with that pitch. Only thing he could do is probably hit that on the ground. It could be a double play ball.
1-2. Here it comes. Fouled away.
He was absolutely all over that fastball. Have to find a way to keep that fair.
Again, a 1-2. Fly ball to straightaway left. Left fielder giving chase. He can't get there as it falls in. And the runner from third scores as they try and work their way back into this one. It's now a 2-1 ball game.
Danny, I know that's not the execution he was looking for right there. That batter's eyes lit up on that pitch.
Not a real good changeup. One of the things, Mark, this pitcher will do, he'll use that changeup like most pitchers will use the curveball. His changeup is that good. That one wasn't, though.
Here comes the Yankee manager now up out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And it appears that we've seen the last here in this one of Garrett Cole. So as he departs, he'll leave this mess for the bullpen as 3 runners are his responsibility. Jordan Montgomery is called upon to pitch, really needing that double play ball. Bases are loaded here with only 1 man out.
Jordan Montgomery.
So now to the plate, Dominic Smith, as he'll take a look at a curveball that misses wide for ball one. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Now the 1-0.
Obviously a huge situation in the game here, but at the plate he's got to keep it simple. He can't try to do too much just because the bases are juiced. At the very least, just find a way to get that tying run home from third.
And this is low, ball 2, 2-1.
It often becomes harder to hit the zone when the pressure starts to heat up.
Gets the sign. Here comes the 2-1. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Torres picks it up. Step on the bag for 1. Throw won't be in time as he reaches it first.
After fielding this one cleanly, you see he tries to take it himself at second base, but they just can't turn the double play.
Ready for another shot now, Andres Jimenez. And we'll see what he can do here. 2 on, 2 away, 2 home so far this inning. Looking to minimize the damage here.
That's outside.
Now a ball swung on and heading for the stands in right, and that'll move the count to 1-2 now. A swing and a miss as he chased with 2 strikes, and that will retire the side. So it's 2 runs on 2 base hits, no errors, and 2 left. To the bottom of the 6th we go. 4, 5, and 6 coming up, and we are tied 2-2. Ready to go for the last half of the inning, and digging in is the veteran DH, Giancarlo Stanton. He's ready. Here's the first offering.
Ball, that's outside.
Good spot to be in right now as a hitter. Count your favor 1-0. Good time to get a fastball and turn it loose.
Here it comes. A ball and a strike.
Looked like he was going to wait him out, see if he was going to come over the heart of the plate. Well, newsflash, he is, and this hitter's going to adjust his batting gloves, and he better be ready in the box.
Can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1-2.
Looked like he was cheating a heater right there, a little bit too far out in front. Got to find a way to keep his hands back.
And he wasn't going to hit that one with an or. The strikeout, and there's 1 gone.
Classic slider down and away for the strikeout there. Not a whole lot to say about that pitch that hasn't been said a million times already. That's just a real tough pitch for a hitter to pick up out of a pitcher's hand, so they end up chasing when they're in protect mode.
In now, Luke Voigt. As he'll look at a fastball too high for ball 1. It was a walk in his last trip. And he watches a called strike as this one bears in on him. 1-1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. 2 balls and a strike to the Yankees first baseman. Three and 1. And that's outside. He lost him, ball 4.
Now back, number 29.
Digging in once again, Gio Urshela. He struck out and flied out. 0 for 2 so far. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Pitch swung on and missed. The throw is right on time for Ramos to be credited with a caught stealing.
Well, he showed a lot of patience to work out that walk, but it got erased pretty quickly. Always hate to give outs away on the base pass, especially when you've gotten on base for free.
Swung on and missed. That's strike 2.
And when a guy starts leaving the curveball up, that's a sign he's beginning to tire a little bit out there. He's got to be able to get on top of that pitch or he's going to start getting hurt.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And he's got himself another one as he picks up strikeout number 9 here, and the side is retired. Yanks held in check. 6 innings complete, all square at 2-2. New inning set to get underway, and next is the catcher Wilson Ramos.
The catcher, number 40, Wilson Ramos.
First delivery to him on the way. And a good pitch on the inside corner for strike 1.
One of my favorite pitches in the game right there. The old Greg Maddux equalizer. Started at the front hip and bring it back.
Here comes the 0-1.
Look out, 1-1.
Hey, I couldn't tell from up here if the hitter was taking all the way or sitting fastball and just got knee buckled. Either way, that was a really good curveball right there. Move on to the next pitch, but have that in the back of your mind.
And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2. Pops this one up. Sanchez has a play, 1 away.
The center fielder, number 9, Brandon Nimmo.
So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Brandon Nimmo. He struggled at the top of the lineup in this one, hitless to this point. The pitch. The 0-1 on its way. Slider. Ooh, thought he had him, but it's 1-2.
I got to count 1-2.
Wow, that's a close pitch to take, but when you're a good hitter like this guy, to take that pitch on 0-2, you have to have a pretty good eye.
Nimmo with an even count of 2-2 now. 1 out, nobody on. And a swing and a miss here, so it's a quick 2 outs to start the 7th.
Up next to the bat.
Into the box now, Michael Conforto. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. Here's the first pitch to him. And right into the shift. He's got it. And Boyd will take this one over to the bag, and that ends the inning. Mets go down 1-2-3. Score remains 2-2. Brad Brock gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7th.
Brad Brock.
Last half of the 7th here, and next it'll be the outfielder, Clint Frazier.
The left fielder, Clint Frazier.
First pitch of the at-bat. And they start him out with a slider. Good spot, but he doesn't get the call. 1-0. Now the pitch. 1-1 the count. Here it comes. In for strike 2. Outside and low that time. Now it's 2 balls and 2 strikes. And he's getting his money's worth up there now. It's full 3-2.
Every base runner in a close game like this really matters, so you can't afford to be giving out free passes this late.
Crowd gets up for the 3-2. Hit the other way out toward right field. Conforto is in his tracks now. 1 down.
Now batting, not shortstop, Gleyber.
1 gone here in the Yankee 7th, and that'll bring up the exciting middle infielder Gleyber Torres. Here comes the first pitch. Now a swing and a miss at a slider for a strike. And it looks now like a right-hander's begun to get loose in the Mets bullpen. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Hit hard on the ground to first. A dive, he's got it. Hats off to that one.
Outstanding play over there at first. That ball was headed for the hole, but he pulled it in on a dive. Then great presence of mind to take it himself for the out.
Ready once again, Gary Sanchez comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. The 1-0 is taken for ball 2.
2 outs here, and the focus needs to stay sharp. You don't want that lineup turning over in an inning if you can help it.
Three and 0 now.
Well, he knows it, but this is the kind of guy you just have to go right after. He's not the biggest threat with the bat, so it's time to challenge him right here.
Here it is on 3-0, and no doubt about this one, it's in there. 3-1.
One of the best ways to keep a guy uncomfortable is to pound him inside. They're doing that, and this one caught the zone.
The 3-1 pitch. And he lays off. Ball 4. Now the potential go-ahead run is on base here.
Man, the pitcher's wondering how he didn't get that call. Busted him inside on a 3-1 count, and the ump thought it was just a tad off the plate. Tough to get the benefit of the doubt from the umpire when you fall behind in a count like that, though.
Here's the second baseman, DJ LeMahieu. It was a flyout for him in his last trip.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB. Perfect time for a mound visit right here. Just give him a breather, a chance to collect himself and get back to work.
2 out with the possible go-ahead run at first. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field.
Nice piece of hitting right there. Kept his shoulders square, his hands inside the baseball, and was able to fight off a good, nice executed pitch for him.
And And that'll bring up Aaron Judge. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And not the greatest of starts to the at-bat as he reaches for one out of the zone for strike 1.
Well, the Yankees have been searching for that big hit pretty much all game. It remains to see if they can get it, but now it sure would be a good time.
Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1.
Interesting sequence of pitches right there. A real ugly swing on a ball away, and it looks like the batter has a much better idea of what he's looking for after that second pitch.
And they'll go off speed here as this pitch misses. It's 2-1.
Hey, lots of guys get too aggressive in a spot like this, but he's done a nice job of gaining some count leverage. Look for him to put the ball in play hard.
Hard liner to center field. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. Yanks strand a pair. Score remains deadlocked at 2-2. Stepping up to the plate, J.D. Davis. And this tie ball game is a battle of the bullpens now, and I'm sure you're enjoying that, Dan.
Bullpens are such a big part of baseball now, Matt. All these teams have such good 7th, 8th, and 9th inning guys. It all boils down to whose bullpen is better.
First offering on its way. Line to the right side. And that's in for a base hit. Make it a 1-for-3 game so far. So it's a leadoff base hit to open their half of the 8th.
Boy, there's a long drive bullet off the wall right there, but the outfielder does a really good job, D-Roll, of getting that one quickly and getting it back in to keep him at first for a long single.
Yeah, and also nice job by the base runner not there, not putting his head down, being over aggressive and getting thrown out at second base. He saw the play happening in front of him and put the brakes on and got back for a base hit.
Yeah, D-Roll, I think he would have been toast if he tried to stretch that one into a double.
He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. The 0-1 delivery. Oh, and you talk about a pitcher getting the benefit of the doubt. That's low, but called a strike anyway. 0-2 now.
Your idea of working the count goes out the window. You're frustrated right now, down 0-2. Gotta find a way to grind.
And no swing, apparently. Ball 1. Heading out towards shallow right. In comes Judge. He gets there to make the play for the first out of the inning.
The batter, number 24, second baseman, Robinson Cano.
So a runner at first now with 1 away, and set to stand in the fine second baseman Robinson Cano. He's set. Here it comes. Sends that one out of play for strike 1.
It's going to be back to some serious tee work if he can't put that pitch in play right in his wheelhouse.
Oh, on the ground to short. Could this be 2? LeMahieu for 1. On to Voit, an inning-ending double play. The Mets go down quickly, and this game is still tied at 2-2. Miguel Castro is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Number 50, Miguel Castro.
Digging in the switch hitter, Aaron Hicks.
Leading off for the Yankees, the center fielder, Aaron Hicks.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Sinker to open the AB, in there for strike 1. The 0-1. tough to do much with that one. A swing and a miss.
Ooh, that was ugly. Howdy, if you're waving at me.
They really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out.
Well, we've seen some really good pitching from these guys in this one. The bullpen has looked sharp and it backed up a nice effort turned in by the starter. These days, pitching has become a full staff effort, and I've been impressed with the job these guys have done so far.
At the plate, Giancarlo Stanton. Yes, he'll take a look at a slider here that misses for ball one. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate. The 1-0 is looked at for ball number 2. Action in the bullpen now as a right-hander begins to throw out there. Two balls and a strike. Grounded straight into the shift on the left side. And there are 2 away now.
Now batting, the first baseman, Luke Voigt.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Luke Voigt. It was a walk in his last trip. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Now a bit of a hanger, but it's laid off and called a strike. Two out, nobody on. And it's quickly 0-2. Nothing in 2, the pitch. Pitch taken several inches below the zone, in fact. And a slider swung on and missed, and the side is retired. 1, 2, 3 go the Bombers. Score remains 2-2. Next for the Mets, Pete Alonso is working on a 1 for 3 thus far.
Alonso.
First pitch of the at-bat. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Smoke toward third. And that is into left field. So the leadoff man's aboard to kick off the ninth.
Hey guys, he's not known for being a singles hitter right here, but that's his second knock in the game.
And I'm sure he'll take him, but the guys on the other side of the scorecard might be thinking we really avoided a worse fate. To the plate now, Dominic Smith, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. Go ahead run at first, nobody out. Now a breaking ball, but it's low. Go ahead runs aboard here at first with nobody out. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Hard liner toward short, and that'll get past his outstretched glove. It's a base hit.
Even though that pitcher was able to execute in off the plate, batter was able to keep his hands inside that baseball and drive it up the middle.
Chad Green comes on now in an awfully difficult situation as there are two on here with nobody out.
57. Green.
Andres Gimenez the next to bat. Now a bunt attempt here as he gets this one down. There's one, but he'll put this in his pocket and be content with just the one out. Stepping up now, Wilson Ramos. And clearly this is a critical moment in this ball game. Go ahead run at third with one away. Here's the first pitch.
That's the ball.
The 1-0. Got him reaching there. Strike two.
Big pitch coming up right here. He'd love for a ground ball or a strikeout.
Now the 1-2 pitch. Well above the letters with the fastball that time.
Props to the hitter right there for laying off with a guy on third. You want to be aggressive, but you have to get a pitch you can drive.
Liner towards second. Torres at the bag. Relay to first in time, and just like that, the side is retired. So no runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 1 man left on. Tie game headed to the last of the ninth. The Yankees looking to celebrate in the Bronx. All set for the bottom of the ninth, and set to go as the third baseman, Gio Urshela.
Number 29.
From the stretch.
That's out.
Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. The 1-0.
Ball 2.
Like to see him be looking to the opposite field with this next swing. Pitcher's trying to work you away.
The 2-0 on the way. Line to the right side, and it's a base hit. So there you go. The potential winning run aboard to start off the home half of the ninth.
Hey, that's a nice piece of hitting right there to put the winning run on base. Interesting here. This is where you play a little bit of manager. It's an AL game. Let's see if he employs a little National League style. Maybe ask the guy to bunt and move the runner up right here. I don't think so, though. American League, it's nasty. You're trying to drive something in a gap or over a wall.
Clint Frazier is at the plate as he takes a cold strike one. The winning run is at first base. The 0-1. This pitch is popped up. Alonso is under it, and he's got it for the first out.
Now batting, shortstop, Torres.
So stepping in, Torres. He's got a chance to end this one and send these fans home happy if he can get a ball deep enough into the gap. Here's the first pitch. A little tardy there. No balls and a strike.
You have to find a way to lay off that low sinker. There is just no way to do any damage. You're just looking at either a bruised shin or a ground out to the left side.
1 ball, 1 strike to count. Inside and low, 2-1.
2 balls, 1 strike.
And he lays off again, ball 3.
Good job to work the count and put himself back in the driver's seat. Started off with 1 strike, and now he's got the count in his favor, 3-1.
Hit out towards second. And there's his first base hit in this one. Throw comes in quickly, so the winning run advances to second now with only 1 away.
Hey, you know what? Right there, he executed a pitch. He can't worry about where it's going. He just wants to put it on the ground right there, give his defense a chance to work, and it found a hole, period, the end.
At the plate now, Gary Sanchez, as he'll get out ahead of a changeup and swing through it for strike 1. The winning run at second, however, the double play in order here. The 0-1. A little too much bite on the breaking ball that time as it's well off the outside. Sinker misses that time, and it's 2-1. Possible game winners at second base here with 1 away. Could have been 3-1. Instead, it's 2-2. Great pitch there as he couldn't get extended on that one, and he's down on strikes for the second out.
It's been a really rough day for this lineup. There's really no other way to say it. Not a lot of good scoring opportunities, and when they've had them, like right now, it's just been an uphill battle for them to make anything positive happen.
Stepping in now, DJ LeMahieu, as he'll watch a slider that runs out of the strike zone away for ball 1. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. And this is just off the outside corner, ball 2.
I'd be real surprised if he goes back out away there on the mound. This is a count for a fastball challenge, and we'll see if he's ready for it in the box.
Now the 2-0.
Ball 3.
2 on, 2 out with a base open here as a pitcher. You have to be awful careful. You just don't want to groove something here and give this guy a pitch and he can hit one out of the park on.
The 3-0. Ball 4, and that will move the winning run over to third base now, just 90 feet away.
That's a big no-no. He obviously had to work carefully with 2 men on, but he did not want to walk him to load the bases. Now he's really got his work cut out for him. We'll see how he fares here.
Jerry Familia takes the ball, needing to get the final out of the ninth to send this one to extra innings. Aaron Judge will be the first one to greet him, and he'll bat in a big spot here. Bases loaded and 2 out in the inning. Here's the first pitch. And a sinker misses here. No, a called strike. I take that back.
So important getting ahead with the bases loaded. Already a difficult situation, so you don't want to make it any harder by falling behind in the count.
He's set. The 0-1.
The count's 1-1.
Big spot here. Possible winning run at third. 2 down. Oh, and this is lined into center field. It's down for a base hit. And the winning run will score as they walk off with a 3-2 victory.
Always great when a game really comes down to the 9th inning like it did here. They had a chance to walk it off and send their fans home happy, and that's exactly what they did. Lots of smiles around here right now.
Well, everyone was treated to a really well-played ball game in this one, and the guy you see there turned in a particularly notable performance, so he's our top player of the game in this one.
Well, when your one hit of the game is a home run and it ends up being a really critical one, you have to feel pretty good. It wasn't a huge day on the stat sheet, but it led his team to a win, and that's all you can hope for as a player.
3-2 the finish in tonight's game. The New York Yankees came through when it mattered in the 9th on the way to the win. Chad Green gets the W on the mound. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
Our final line score tonight. First for the victorious Yankees, 3 runs on 8 hits, no errors. They left 6 men on base. For the Mets, 2 runs on 8 hits, no errors. They left 10 men on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 51 minutes. Our paid attendance here tonight at Yankee Stadium, 47,309. The Yankees thank you for attending and remind you to please get home safely.